Hey Stix, what gacha games do you currently play? That's a question I'm totally not asked every single day on YouTube, Reddit, Twitter, through Discord DMs. The last video I did, admittedly, was back in April 2025, titled The Only Gacha Games We're Playing Right Now in 2025. I figure December's right around the corner and then 2026 after that. What better time than right now to go ahead and do a dedicated video talking about the games I'm currently playing. Because admittedly, the selection of games that I play have changed a little bit. Partially because games that I included previously, like Black Beacon, like Girls Frontline 2, kinda suck now, and they have been replaced by games that are significantly better. Before we dive into the gacha games we're playing right now, allow me to introduce you to one of my favorite gacha games of all time, Punishing Gray Raven, who also coincidentally happens to be today's sponsor. PGR is one of the best looking, fastest paced action games on the market, and they have undergone what is arguably one of the largest undertakings in the entire genre. For the very first time ever, with the release of their 6th anniversary, both global servers and Chinese server will be entirely synchronized. The new update brings with it the brand new lightning attacker Live Limpidity. This is an exclusive anniversary character, and damn, she's not only beautiful, but her gameplay looks freaking wild. There's an entirely new sandbox style map, Babylonia. This offers full manual control of, and for the very first time, the appearance of the Commandant, providing players with full customization options and the choice of gender, including whole areas to explore, characters and environments to engage and interact with, mini games, and so much more. As part of the full game synchronization, you'll be able to earn massive rewards, including but not limited to Luna Oblivion's SFX coding, 2,500 R&D tickets, 14 free research attempts from login events, while also providing an additional 1,500 basic construct R&D tickets, and finally, because there is always more, a 6-star weapon choice pack. Right now is the best time to start Punishing Gray Raven, and I strongly urge you to do so by going down and clicking that link in the description and the pinned comment below. You will not regret it. Now let's go ahead here and jump right in. We're gonna start this off with NIKKE. NIKKE is and has been since the day it launched my favorite gacha game. This game has the most degenerate characters. This game has some of the best character models. This game has incredible English voice acting, a ridiculously deep, complex, very, very emotionally destructive storyline, a narrative that actually genuinely fools people into believing that the game is just a degenerate gooner game, when the reality is the degeneracy, the cultured characters and everything, and all the interactions you have with the characters, they're just an additive, a mask that hides what the game really is. And that is the fact that this is one hell of a screwed up game, which is right up my alley. Great story, fun gameplay loop. The developers and the publisher themselves are incredibly rewarding. They give compensation for everything. It is incredibly free-to-play friendly. Arknights shares a lot of similarities actually to NIKKE. It has a very, very good story. Actually, I dare say NIKKE and Arknights have some of the greatest narratives in all of gacha. It has very deep, very challenging, complex gameplay. The tower defense style kind of deters people initially until you get into it, until you start making progress through the game, and then you realize, holy crap, there is so much more to this game than I ever thought possible. Every single update, every single event typically tends to bring with it not only new characters, but new styles of gameplay, new features and mechanics that constantly keep you thinking. Sometimes they are really, really annoying, but for the most part, they're all very unique and leave you very satisfied after you finally clear all the content that is available. The normal modes, the challenge modes. Well, NIKKE was a game with an exclusively female cast of characters. Arknights is completely different. Arknights has both male and female, and arguably, with regards to the male characters, some of the best designed males, and also in a lot of instances some of the best designed females in the entire genre. Again, the narrative here is incredible. The story that comes with every single main chapter, and a lot of even the event chapters, is beyond incredible. You know what? NIKKE, Arknights, Punishing Gray Raven are the 3 gacha games that have the best soundtracks in gacha. This game right here, while also being relatively free-to-play friendly as well, you can literally grind thousands of premium currency in-game every single week, makes for an experience that not really many other gacha games allow for. Wuthering Waves is completely different to both the aforementioned games. We had an idol gacha, we had a tower defense gacha, and in Wuwa's case, we have the best action gacha on the entire, literally on the entire internet, in the entire market. It has the best open world, it has the best methods of transportation and traversal, it has a phenomenal English dub cast now after the 2.x series of patches came out. It has a really, really good narrative, especially now, maybe not at the beginning. I'll admit there is a window there where it is quite mid. While perhaps not as challenging as some of the challenge modes in Arknights, this game is still one of, if not the best gacha game of its kind. It's a game I log into every single day. It's a game that compels me to play every single major patch and all of the different character side stories. The devs are also arguably the best in gacha, period. Hypergriff is a great studio. Shift Up is a great studio for NIKKE and Arknights, but Kudo are a company that continue to push the boundaries, push the limits of what the genre allows. They're always implementing, they're always altering core aspects of the game to make it a better game overall. Reverse 1999 might not have the best turn-based combat, might not have the best looking characters, but by God, not only is it a free-to-play friendly game, but it has a goddamn good narrative with incredible voice acting. Admittedly, the English voice cast is shared with Wuthering Waves, also I think recently with Arknights as well, and even more recently than that, Arknights Enfield. More gacha games, including Hoyoverse, with other games like Genshin and Star Rail and Zenless, are utilizing the same British dubbing studio, and that's because it's just really, they are that talented and that good. This game is, in my opinion, a very good looking game. Character models look great. Not the best, but still great. The voice acting is phenomenal. The story, it will blow your mind. It will redefine what you think gacha game stories are capable of. Path to Nowhere, I think I have a recurring theme here. You're gonna notice I have a recurring theme here. I like dark, messed up games. Path to Nowhere is a dark, messed up game. It is Arknights, but more realistic. Free-to-play friendly, very fun tower defense style of gameplay. Great looking mommies, waifu, women, female characters. Great looking characters overall. The story is very dark, very engaging, very intriguing as well. And overall, just like I've enjoyed every minute of my time spent in this game. I don't really think there are, if you're interested in tower defense games, any that are better than Arknights and Path to Nowhere. These two games will pretty much satiate any thirst or appetite you have for that genre. You don't need to play anything else. Anything that comes out has to compete directly with both of them. Guardian Tales is a game that I've just always enjoyed. Like, it doesn't have the best story. It doesn't have the best gameplay. It doesn't have the best graphical style, but it's just freaking fun. Like, genuinely, it is just goddamn fun. It takes a lot of inspiration from other games, other movies, other TV series, franchises. We have stuff from, like, Zelda. We have stuff from, like, the Lord of the Rings. We have, I think at one point, there's, like, a Star Wars reference with lightsabers and everything. Like, I don't know, man. This is a game that they really, really enjoyed making. Like, they were very passionate about it. Evidently, they had a lot of fun with, and it really shows. The action combat is fun. The narrative is great, very packed with humor. And I think this is the only like non-dark messed up gacha game in this list. Although, spoiler alert, there is some messed up fun and enjoyment to be had here. Punishing Gray Raven is actually from the same developers as Wuthering Waves. Also a very, very compelling narrative with incredible storytelling and a phenomenal soundtrack. This game, some people will tell you, has the best action combat in the genre. Other people will say Wuthering Waves has the best. It doesn't matter. Kudo has two of the games with the best action combat the genre has to offer. And as we noted at the beginning of the video, today's sponsor is Punishing Gray Raven. The reason I'm including them is because it is one of my favorite games. It's one of the games I've played repeatedly. And now, with all those new features, it's going to be even freaking better. Brown Dust 2 is probably like one of the 3 most degenerate gacha games I've ever played. I love the studio. Every time they have sponsored me, they're just like, here, react to our trailer. Good job. Keep it up. And I'm always like, oh, yeah, dude. I love the turn-based combat. This game is beautiful. Like, the pixel art graphical style is just... I'm a huge fan of the Dragon Quest 2D HD remakes. I'm a fan of Square Enix's 2D HD remakes for the Final Fantasy games, and just those kinds of games in general. I grew up with like Golden Sun, Breath of Fire, that had those kind of pixel art graphical styles, Chrono Trigger. So to me, games like this, they have a special place in my heart, and this game is no different. While it does seem much like NIKKE to be a very degenerate gacha, it's so much more. Like, its narrative is so freaking good. Like, top 10 that I've played in terms of gacha games easily, probably like top 7. Chaos Zero Nightmare is a recent inclusion because the game just launched literally like 20 something days ago. And ever since, I've been able to put the game down. I played it every single day for like 26 or 27 days now. And this is probably the most fun I've had in a little while. It's a turn-based card game with incredible character models, a very good story. A little sad they're going to be changing part of it, but this game, the intro hooked me. The gameplay loop kept me playing, and the fact that I could just log in for a few minutes a day, just like clear all my dailies, and then go into the chaos for an hour, several hours farming if I want to, or just ignore it for another week or two, is very rewarding to me. The developers, the publisher, they've compensated players so much. We've gotten, I think, dozens, nearing 100 or more free polls over the course of the last couple weeks as compensation for a bunch of different fixes. They are very transparent. They are rewarding players at every single milestone and achievement. This game is incredible, and the studio themselves seem to be very talented, and they have created what is arguably one of the best games of the year. And finally, Zenless Zone Zero. You'll notice here that there are 2 recurring types of games. There are the Gooner games, and then there are the dark messed up games. This falls into the former category. It's a very Gooner-centric gacha, but it also has really, really good character designs overall, a really good narrative. The monetization is not, unfortunately, because it is a Hoyo game, and ultimately, the combat is probably like top 5, I think, of all action games. There are some people that think it's the best. That's totally fine. I think it's top 5. I think there are a couple games out there that are better, but this right here is probably, now this is arguably Hoyo versus best gacha game. No question whatsoever. This game right here, if you're looking to play a Hoyo title, is the one you play. And those right there, those are the gacha games that I'm currently playing, or at the very least, the gacha games that I genuinely recommend you play in 2025, moving into 2026, which is just around the corner. But there are more games coming this month, in December, in January, so make sure you keep an eye on the channel for updates, along with a new video covering the games I'm most anticipating in 2026. Also, don't forget to download Punishing Gray Raven. Join in on the fun. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment, so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.